Hey, welcome back to the Mr. Excel Netcast. I'm Bill Jump.
Basically, you start out with massive amounts of data. You say, how are we going to analyze this? Well, let's fire up a pivot table and see if we can solve this problem.
Hey, all right, welcome back. It's another Mr. Excel Netcast. I'm Bill Jellin. We're going to go back to episode 1043. Back in episode 1043, I had this data with name in column A, name and address in column B, and I wrote this formula over here in column C to strip out the name from column B to get the address only. I used the MID function and the LEN function. Someone at the Mr. Excel message board signed up there and they used the handle of shift+delete. So I don't know who they are or where they're from, but they sent in 4 cool formula variations to this, and I like them, so I'm going to cover them right here. The substitute function. Substitute says, hey, we have some text here in B2, and within that text, I want you to find the name from A2 and substitute the name with nothing, quote, quote. Check this out. Now, the problem that we have is that gives us a leading space because there's a space between company and 1292, and so the 2 suggestions, one was to use the trim function. Trim, of course, removes leading and trailing spaces, solves our problem. Or instead of using trim, we can get rid of trim and say, hey, in the substitute function, instead of looking for A3, we want to look for A3 ampersand quote space quote. And that will take care of it as well. So the substitute function, very cool. Another one is the replace function. Replace function says, take the text from B, start at position 1, and go to the length of A1 for 1 and substitute that whole thing with quote, quote, and that gets rid of it as well. And then finally, using the right function. This was probably the most convoluted, where we use the right of B5, and to figure out which rightmost characters, we use the length of all of B5 minus the length of A5 minus 1. So several different ways to go there. I always say there's a couple of ways to solve every problem in Excel. Here's an example where 5 very cool functions. And hey, shift+delete, thanks for those great suggestions. You send me your postal address, I'll send you one of my Excel master pins. Thanks for sending that in. And thanks to you for stopping by. We'll see you next time for another Netcast from Mr. Excel.
Well, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time for another Netcast from Mr. Excel.